Hello everyone and welcome to this reading. Today I thought we would find out how does the other realm communicate with you. The initial thought was to say how do your spirit guides communicate with you, but then I thought that in the spiritual world not everyone relates to spirit guides or resonates with the notion of spirit guides. Various people communicate and work with various entities from the other realm. So I thought I would keep it, very open in that sense and just refer to the other realm. Or for the sake of it, I will sometimes call it spirit. We will have three groups. Group number one will get this pink heart envelope. Group number two will get this green leaf envelope. Group number three will get this butterfly envelope. Okay, so please take your time, choose your group, and let's begin. Hi, group number one, you chose the pink heart envelope. Let's start your reading. Or shall we do it like this? We'll put it there. Let's see, how does spirit or the other realm in general communicate with you? The scribe, very fitting, clearing the way. Caught in the ruins, reversed. The journey. Okay, we'll do with this for now. So one of the ways the other realm communicates with you is through writing. Those of you who know how to practice, for example, automatic writing and then know how to interpret what they've written, can try that. For those of you who are talented when it comes to writing, so like poetry, or writing stories, or I don't know, fan fiction, whatever, you could try journaling. So you can start by journaling, or you can try writing short stories or even poetry. This writing practice will enhance your communication abilities with the other realm. So the more you will write, the more you will get inspired to write. And through your writing, you will be able to channel and download information from the other realm. So while you are writing, you might get new ideas and new thoughts to write about. So it's like an ongoing process. It's like a domino effect. Okay, so it's just, you have to start small if you're not used to writing, and then it will grow slowly, but it will start growing. It will take off from there. I see that the entities that want to communicate with you, so the other realm or spirit, I'm sorry, it's really hot in here, leaves me out of breath, want to be very clear when they communicate with you. So there's not exactly a lot of subtlety in their communication. I don't know how to put it. So they're not... Okay, some things might be metaphorical, but other times they will just deliver the message in a very plain and direct way. One way of communicating with the other realm is through traveling, which is very interesting. So you are being advised, if you enjoy traveling, to visit places, especially very old places, okay? So places that resonate with you, ruins, castles, pagan worship sites, whatever resonates with you, because it's going to be different for every one of you. But traveling and sightseeing, especially old architecture and old sites, will bring memories to you from your past lives and old lessons that you've learned. So it will be a way of communicating with you. and so you can find out who you truly are. Let's see what else. The War of the Roses. Just put it on top of that. Uriel and the Sphinx. Reversed. The Buddha prepares. Reversed. Oh, everyone. And setting your course. Reverse. Okay. Okay, so what the other realm or spirit likes to do is to challenge you. They know you like a good challenge, okay? So you might enjoy challenging conversations. You might enjoy challenging documentaries, like the types that will challenge your mind, so to speak. So they might direct you towards books or audiobooks, whatever you prefer, or documentaries or podcasts that will ignite your curiosity, that will make you think, okay, that will provoke you to think and maybe agree with it or search for facts or contradict that idea, you know what I mean? So it's just like they like to challenge you in that aspect. Now, what they will not do in order to communicate with you. First of all, they might not communicate with you through dream state or lucid dreaming. So I feel like this is not exactly for you. It's a very vague way of communicating. You're not much into it. Also, it might be the case for you, group number 1, that you do not enjoy meditation a whole lot, okay? So maybe you've tried meditating because, the spiritual community keeps advising that you meditate for, as long as you can and be still and be present. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it doesn't work for everyone. We just have to admit that it doesn't work for everyone. Not everyone is inclined towards this type of spiritual practices. And I feel like you are one of those people who are not inclined to it. So don't waste your time meditating, or not, don't try meditating for hours and hours. You can meditate for a little while if that calms you down, but connecting with the other realm is not going to happen through meditation. And also, what they are advising is that you go with the flow and keep an open mind, okay? Always keep an open mind. Do not try to control this process. That's not how it works. Do not try to control every single detail of it, okay? Just go with the flow and let your mind wander, and let whatever has to come through, let it come through, okay? That's the main idea. We're gonna get these cards away from here. So many reversals. And let's get some other cards. Three of Pentacles reversed. Two of Pentacles upright. The High Priestess. And the Tower. One thing that the other realm advises you is not to get very caught into a lot of studying. So a lot of people into spirituality and occult practices will advise that you read as much as you can. And reading and documenting things, educating yourself is not necessarily a bad thing. But you must learn how to filter all that information, because at the end of the day, all that information comes from other people, and it doesn't make it the absolute truth, Okay, so you need to learn how to filter all that information. If you're reading about all sorts of things that interest you, you need to be able to filter out information that does not resonate with you. I see that there's this balance that you need to maintain between your intuitive side. So you have a very strong intuitive side, and your more realistic side. So sometimes you might have a hard time telling the difference between what's being channeled in your mind and what your own mind says. So you can't make the difference between your intuitive thoughts and your rational mind. You need to sort of renounce that old way of thinking. I know, some people are saying that, you have to separate it, you can tell the difference and all of that. You cannot separate your rational mind from your intuitive mind. It's the same mind. It's not like you can separate your brain into two. Okay, so you need to find a balance between that, and you need to trust your intuition, but at the same time trust your rational mind as well. So there's this habit, this pattern that you need to give up and break down in order to achieve this balance and gain more clarity within the communication with the other realm. King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups reversed, Page of Cups. Again, you need to be careful with the whole illusion thing, right? So it's emphasized here that they're not going to communicate with you in a very vague way and through lucid dreaming and clairvoyance, so to speak, visions, okay? Because you don't trust those. You don't actually trust those. So you prefer more grounded types of communicating, more specific ways of communicating. And you also like very discreet messages. So their communication skills are very discreet when it comes to that. They don't like to spook you out. They like to come in little by little, so to speak, okay? So it's just it's subtle, but at the same time it's obvious. In a way that you will know it's, your entities, the entities you work with, you communicate with, but so in a way that they will not freak you out and scare you and like drive you off from the spiritual path. So group number 1, this is what I had for you. I hope it was helpful, I hope it resonated, and I will see you at the next one. Bye bye. Hello, group number 2. You chose this green leaf envelope. This will be reading. Let's see, how does the other realm communicate with you? Oh my god, okay, so group number 1 got this card as well. Let's see what else. I thought I didn't shuffle well, but I shuffled it and then I got it again. So you're meant to get it. Oh wow. Okay. So describe the Akashic field. Getting deep. We are getting deep. Group number 2. Let's see. The bird's nest reversed. Clarion. Okay. So first of all, just like I tell group number 1, you got the scribe, And this is, however, this feels a little bit different. Okay, because I feel like you are able to tap in and to channel information from the Akashic records. So you are at a more advanced level. You are also in communication with ancestors and a lot of wise people from the past. And not just the earthly past, okay? So from all over the universe, you have access to a whole lot of valuable information. Like I said to group number 1, you could try doing this through automatic writing. You could try doing this through creative writing. So you could try doing this through journaling, or just writing poetry, or writing short stories. Basically, the idea, I'm not going to develop it even more. Basically, the idea is that the more you write, the more you will be able to channel and download from the other realm. That's the idea. However, there's this encouraging message to start reading. Start reading old books, old teachings, so from ancient times, and teachings that other people have channeled from entities from the other realm, teachings from our ancestors. Start learning about history and just taking notes. That's what I'm guys, taking notes, taking your own notes. So the more you learn, take your own notes and see what thoughts come into your mind after you read all those things, okay? Write your own impressions, and that's how you channel the ideas. I see that you will be able to channel a lot of good information. Excuse me. And I feel like it's sort of like, almost like your duty to share it with the rest of the world in writing. So if that's what resonates with you, just writing. Before you incarnated here, you're being from a higher dimension. So you're not, I don't know how to put this, you're not from around here. I don't know how to say this, okay? You're not from the, I don't know what kind of entity you were before, but you're not from around here, okay? You're incredibly, powerful and evolved and wise, and to be able to have access to the Akashic field, it's something quite unusual. And also with this birth nest, you're not reversed, you're not completely grounded here. So you might have felt like an outcast for the majority of your life. And this is why, because you're just with one foot on the other realm and one foot in this 3D. So you could never actually fit completely in this 3D world. And this is why. So if you were ever confused about it, this is why. So I feel like you have very direct access to important information, and it's through teachings from the old times, right? So that's how you start to remember what you know, by reading all those stories and all those writings from the old times, and you might be able to complete those, because a lot of times when I read them, for example, I felt like a lot of them were not complete. They got the idea, but not the whole idea. So you might be able to complete them, and that's why it's important when you read these ancient writings to take notes and see what comes after that. Okay, so your thoughts and your downloads will come naturally. Let's see what else. Archangel Gabriel. Again, very birth. Diversity. Look at that. 3, 4, 5. Look at that. The Queen of Keys. Again, with this Archangel Gabriel, very direct communication. to the spirit realm, to the other realm. So it's I don't quite impressive, honestly. I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, but okay. So one way they could communicate with you is through children. Okay, listen to children's thoughts and their words. Sometimes children might say the craziest things, and grown-ups don't pay attention to them, don't really pay attention to them, and they just like they are able, because of their pure energies, they are able to channel spirit a lot better. Okay, so positive entities and positive energies, they are able to channel them a lot better. It's pretty much known that young children are capable of seeing spirits, they are capable of seeing ghosts and all of that. So fairies and all sort of entities from the other realms that we have no visual access to. So, and sometimes, they might say, and just pay attention to them, even if it sounds like a funny play to them, like a joke, or like they're inventing stuff. Just pay attention to that, okay? Pay attention and see what their words could mean. I see that you are being guided to spend time on your own. So spend time on your own with your thoughts, because you get these direct channelings from the spirit world. You need time to you need to spend time with yourself and recharge your energy. I see time outdoors. Again, emphasis on reading and studying and writing, so scrolls. You are advised to reach out to various fields. You should not stay stuck in one field or one way of communicating. You have various ways of communicating. Okay, you can try a lot of things, and you will be able to do it. Okay, so whatever you want, all you have to do is set the intention. I want to communicate like this, I want to do it like this. All you have to do is set the intention. Okay, you have access to all sorts of things. And again, this idea of spending time on your own and recharging your energy and spending time with your thoughts and quieting down your, the thoughts of the day. Okay, so we'll get these. And let's see something from this other deck. Ten of Swords, Judgment, ooh, Nine of Swords, the Moon. Okay, so one thing, the instant thought I got. One thing that you can learn, and one way that you can learn, and one way that the other realm communicates with you, is through history. And not the pretty history, not the propaganda. It's through the raw history, the cruel history. It's through reading about the wrongdoings of history. Okay, so you might be the type of person who came here to do justice, to bring light, and bring the wrongdoings to light, and expose them to the rest of the world. So I feel like you are here to study about the occult, to study about conspiracies, to study about the secret organizations that have harmed humanity throughout times. Okay, to see the dark side of humanity, the hidden side of humanity, not a shiny presentation they show us in history books. And this is one way of helping you evolve. Okay, this is one way of helping you communicate. I know it's disturbing. I personally do not enjoy reading about, brutal historical facts, but they wouldn't communicate this to you unless you are capable of handling it, and I feel like you are capable of handling it. So that's one way of them communicating with you, through history and through the dark side of the history and of the humanity. Strength. Two of Wands. The High Priest. Oh, that one fell. King of Pentacles. So while in group number 1 there was this sense of grounding, so they preferred a more grounding type of communication, in your case it's not really. It's more about counting on your intuition and your inner guidance. They would, I think that one way to communicate with you and pass knowledge to you is through, believe it or not, conventional religions. Okay, because well, it is said, some people do believe that in all great religions of the world there is some truth to it, but it's very well hidden, it's very well disguised. It was interpreted in such a way that people pretty much lost the original message. So they are encouraging that you discover the original truth that was meant in that religion. Again, this need for diversity with this Two of Wands. Okay, so expanding your horizons and being open to all sorts of ways of communication. Okay, I hope it made sense. I do believe this is all I have for you, group number 2. Thank you for watching. I hope it was helpful and that it resonated. And I will see you at the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, group number 3. You chose the butterfly envelope. This will be reading. Let's see. How does the other realm communicate with you, or spirit, or however you want to call it? The sands of time. The master artisan. Paths unknown. Initiation of the Count Saint Germain. Very interesting energies. So I think like what I'm getting here is that you are the occult practitioners, group number 3. If this resonates with you, then this is your reading. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry, but this might not be your reading. But I see that they are communicating with you through occult practices, okay? Through hidden practices. Practices that are not available to everyone. I see that they're communicating with you through occult teachings, okay? So teachings that have been passed from one generation to another in secret, okay, through secret societies or through family traditions or community traditions. I see that with this master artisan, I see that they communicate with you through rituals, okay? So the ritualistic part of this communication is very important. These rituals could involve not necessarily meditation, so magic rituals, astrology, tarot, all these sort of things. And the initiation into the occult practices and the hidden practices, right? So to learn along with the experienced ones, going down the rabbit hole, so to speak. I'm sorry, it's getting really hot in here. I'm having a hard time finding my words. Winged messengers. Upright. The King of Roses. Caught in the ruins. Sangha community. So I do feel like there's this encouragement that comes from the other realm to seek out your soul tribe, to seek out your family tribe, or to seek out, I don't know, this doesn't have to be a physical presence, okay? This could be an online community, forums or communities or whatever that you can find, you know, people that you can connect with. And I feel that they will communicate messages through those people, okay? It's a lot easier to communicate messages through those people. I feel like because of your practices and your rituals, you have to keep all of this hidden. So you might live in a culture where you have to keep a lot of your beliefs very well hidden. You can't share them with other people because you might get judged. So it feels like, you know, you can't openly express what you believe in and how you feel about things, and even if it's not a bad thing what you're doing, and it's not a bad thing that you're doing, because the King of Roses is actually a positive message, okay? So it's usually messages of peace and messages of encouragement that you are getting, and you are doing what they like to call white magic, okay, most of the time, or magic with good intention. So you're not doing rituals with a purpose of harming anyone, okay? That's what I'm getting. I don't believe in white magic or black magic or anything like that. So I believe in the intention of the ritual. But yes, you know, you are encouraged to find your soul tribe. It's important for you because at the moment you are feeling isolated, and you're not receiving the messages as you should be. Okay, so your ability to receive messages is not very open-minded, so to speak. You are focusing only on one aspect of the matter, and joining a community will open new doors for you. Okay, will help you think of other things and expand your way of thinking, explore other options. And so therefore you will receive various messages, different messages, because the winged messengers I know it looks pretty, but actually it talks about block communication, okay? You're blocking communication like that because you only have like 2 seats at the table, so there's not a whole lot of space for you to receive a whole lot of messages. That's the idea. Okay, so let's get these out of the way and see some traditional cards as well. King of Wands, 8 of Wands, the Fool in reverse, 3 of Wands. So one of the way the other realm can communicate with you is through is by connecting to nature, okay? So through natural elements, spending time outside in nature, working with herbs, okay? I see like this nature element is very, very strong in your reading, okay? So practicing rituals with herbs and all sorts of like earth type of magic, like soil from, I don't know, various sacred places or places that are charged energetically with a certain type of energy. You know, there are places in the world with very powerful energy, so if you have the chance to visit those places, make sure you take something from there. Yes, and again, talking about going to places, okay, you are being advised to visit places. Traveling in general is really, really good to remember who you are, and remember your past, not just your past in this incarnation, but a lot of your past lives. Seeing ruins and old buildings and architectures and old works of art can bring forth memories from our previous existences, not only on Earth. With just a tiny memory, bigger memories or more memories will start following. All of a sudden you'll start dreaming about things that never happened to you, and you will not know what that means. So pay attention to that, okay? Whenever you visit a place and you feel that energy, I feel like you have the ability to feel the energy of places, to be honest, okay? Even if it's not like a man-made place, even in nature, okay? You have the ability to feel the energy and recharge in nature, okay? Just absorb that positive energy. But at the same time, when you're traveling, be careful, because a lot of places are filled with negative energy, depending on what happened there. So you need to be careful with that and not absorb that type of energy, or cleanse yourself after visiting those sort of places, and if you have a feeling that something's wrong. But traveling in general, like I said, is a very good way of remembering who you are, remembering your power and your abilities, and the ancient wisdom and the ancient teachings. That's what I'm getting. Okay, last set of cards. Ace of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Two of Swords. And Four of Pentacles. So I feel like the messages and the breakthroughs that you're getting from the other realm are pretty slow and steady, okay? There are small messages, baby steps usually, but they're pretty certain. So you don't actually get inaccurate information ever. You really trust your intuition. You know what you're doing. You're a very good practitioner, I feel like. So you already know that what you are downloading and what you are receiving through your practices is accurate information. You're not getting like the huge information, a huge amount of information at one time, but you are getting the accurate information. I feel like if you practice divination and you do it for other people, for clients, you're most of the times on spot. You're pretty much in your power at this point. When it comes to communicating with the other realm and practicing your craft, you're pretty spot on, okay? You're pretty well established in that matter. I don't see an issue with this here. I guess this reading is more like a confirmation, in case you had any doubts about it, in case you're second guessing yourself, if you're doing the right thing, if your intuition is on spot, if this magic thing actually works. Well, it works, okay? So this is one message I'm getting from the other realm. It works, and all the information you are getting is actually accurate. And it's okay to ask for confirmation, okay? Because the spirit world doesn't have any issues with asking for confirmations. They don't expect us to trust them blindly, so to speak. Okay, so I believe this is all I had for you, group number 3. I hope you resonated. I hope it was helpful, and I will see you at another reading. Bye-bye.